Alright guys, so the last mission before the finale of the Blue Moon campaign. Prevent the foe from firing the giant missile. Oh my gosh, Commander Olaf, look at that. It's... What in Winter's name is that? Winter is coming. Looks like a missile silo. A really big missile silo. Doubt we can just walk up and push that monster over. Hit it with everything we've got. No black hole base is a match for our might. Do you see the size of that thing? I'm worried about you, Chief. What should we do? Well, sir, you are now on intel duty. We've got to find a way to beat that thing. Alright, so this is mission whatever, T-15. In mission 15, look how well I timed that. Aren't I awesome? Now that Olaf's here, days are numbered. I'm here to help. It's Andy of Orange Star. What are you doing here? I just told you, I'm here to help. Blue Moon needs no aid. We have the power to... That's a giant missile silo. When 15 days have passed, it'll launch a missile. That missile will take out half of Blue Moon's troops in one blow. Madness. That's what Nell said anyway. We must stop that missile. I'll help you. Let's stop that missile together. Grumble, grumble, if you're going to insist you can help. Alright, so we have a bonus CO in this map. We have Andy of the Orange Star. He has no infantry whatsoever. But as you can see, he has air units, which is great. Wonderful. Air units are exactly what we need. Problem is, air units are exactly what we need on the bottom, and he's on the top. As you can see, this is already going to cause a few problems. So, the key here is we want to capture some properties so Olaf gets a bit of money, because he's going to need to defend quite highly. Keep Andy's APC as near to the units as we can. Now we can push over here and destroy all those units, but as you can see down here he's got 3 bombers and 5 copters, and we've got fuck all, basically. Sweet FA. The rockets will help us, but not in the way we want. But I can't remember if Andy moves under AI or if we control. I want to say we control, but I don't think there's AI in this one. We're fighting Flak, by the way, so he's the same as Nolan. Yeah, I don't think there's AI in this one. Yeah, there's no AI. So we need some air units down here post haste. Most preferably a fighter. A fighter could just walk through all this. So the fighter and the APC are going to go down. Meanwhile, we're going to, when we get the turn, we're going to fly that way and start smashing things. Now, he's also got quite a few units over here. The key at this level is to capture all these black hole bases. So we need our infantry here, around there. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean we have to capture the bases. We can rout the enemy, but routing the enemy is going to be stupidly hard to do in 15 days. So our best bet is to capture. Now, we may as well capture these bases while we're up here, but first things first we should do is probably push through. And some around these forces up here can take care of what's up here. But we want to push through that pipe seam, basically, and hope we can get there. Now, Olaf's missiles as well at the top here, they could be doing with on the bottom, covering the bottom, due to the fact that we've got a lot of air units down there. We also have a lot of units to move just in general. Where can they attack? Just above that forest. Ah, that's cool. Nice. And as you can see, as they're all lined up in a pretty pattern, we'll just keep moving. We'll just move them in a pretty pattern. So yeah, this can be quite difficult, especially with all the air units flying around on the bottom. It can get quite nasty, but that's all we can do for this turn, unfortunately. I don't like this level. The time limit really hurts. So make sure I don't move anything in that range, and we're good. Alright then. Now, I don't think his anti-air units will attempt to come through the pipe seams. Ooh, that's gonna sting. No, that's protected. I think those copters can deal with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to slowly move back over here with the aim of getting through the pipe seams with my fighter. We do want to capture some of this stuff up here as well, because it'll give us money to build air units below. And once we can get some stuff through the pipe seam this way, we can then get some stuff through the pipe seam this way and sort of pincer attack them. But yeah, it's pretty difficult to do, so don't be surprised if you lose a few units or if Andy gets completely destroyed. It's happened to me before. Don't know if he moves his... Yes, he does move his anti-airs, but he moves his tanks, then his anti-airs, then his mid-tanks. So you can use that to your advantage. If tanks are sat in front of you, they'll probably just wait. They won't move. It's a good tactic that always holds true across most Advanced Wars games. So you also don't want to... Olaf, can you hear me? Found a way to put the car barge on a giant missile base. What was that? Are you sure? There's 8 properties surrounding the launch tower. They're supplying the power for the base of the launch missile. If you can catch those 8 properties, the tower should be helpless. It's up to you, Frosty. I'll take care of this. Easier said than done. Yeah, so we blow up the seam. Right. Problem, again, another problem that can occur. Oh shit, they're getting close. How can those... Jesus Christ. Well, we can capture that airport. That's for definite. But whether or not we can hold out against all this, I'm not entirely convinced we can. But let's build a wall of anti-airs and hope. Okay, back up here. See, they cover each other. That's the problem. So we need to weaken both of them at once. They can push forward, but not far enough. So if I push forward here and do some damage to them, at least then they can't attack me too much. You've got to really push. You can't sort of sit back and go, don't worry, we'll get there. No, you've got to push hard, and we need to break through these ASAP. It's a good idea to weaken them. Can I get my rockets fine forward? Okay, I'm back up here. I want to start capturing bomb buttons. As we can't get through the pipe scene yet, there's no point in trying to rush something through. If I try and attack this, obviously it's not going to do enough damage. So there's no point in blocking it off. Well, actually, no, there is. Because my rockets next turn can open it up and we can start pushing through. As you can see, these rockets, it's within range, but I'm going to move an APC in range. Hopefully take the brunt. 1, 2, 3. Yes, you can move there. You can also move there. So that's pretty. These anti-air, we need them near as well to push through. It's a very big clusterfuck, basically, this level, and it can get hairy pretty fast. Have I moved everything? I've moved everything. We also want to try and maybe pull back a little bit on the base. The bottom bit. Now, what's that missile cover? We basically want these anti-airs to go far enough forward. Boom. Aww. Once these anti-airs go far enough forward that we can push through. Am I in range there? No, if I wasn't in range there, I'm not in range there. Once these anti-airs go far enough forward and we can take them out as priority, we can bust through this pipe and get that pincer attack going I talked about. This gives a chance for the APC to catch up and into a fighter we'll need on the base. I hate this level. He's also already got his CO power because we wail on him so hard. Won't cause too much damage this turn because he's not near enough to cause any damage, so I'm surprised he's using it. Actually, he doesn't get any movement bonuses if I remember correctly. So I'm surprised he is actually using it. Now my first priority is going to be the bombers. If I can attack the bombers with my anti-airs, we're laughing. But don't block them off. Nope, we're good. Yeah, we want to get as many hits on the bombers as we can. Maybe even take out a copter. And then once we've done that, the bottom bit's pretty safe. Right, so the anti-airs now are far enough forward for me that I can start busting through this. Now, that one's not safe, so we want to go for this far left. Oh, not Andy yet. Anyway, my rockets, we can blow up on that. And with my other rockets reach? Yes, and with my other rockets, we can open that up. So now we have a tunnel through. Might have been a mistake, but we can get this guy starting to fly through. Now, what do I want to do here? There's a rocket at the back. And he's going to move his anti-air first, so let's take care of these guys. And block off the entryways for now. Probably going to be... It's probably pushing a little bit slower than I should have done, because I